Biohazard Brothers Podcast.
Welcome back, fellow survivors, to another episode of the Biohazard Brothers Podcast. And I have got a surprise episode for you guys today, a real treat. I and my co-host Colin255 have had the wonderful opportunity to just sit down and have a beautiful conversation with Greg Smith.
Barry Burton himself.
Barry Burton himself,
The
serving
legend.
up fresh Jill sandwiches
Yep.
all the way from the land down under with your two hosts.
Barry?
So
Where's Barry? Well, he was talking with us tonight. That's where
he was just with the Biohazard Brothers.
Absolutely.
That's right. So other than the little snafu with the not being able to hear you, poor Colin thought he was getting ignored. We had it was a pretty good show. Pretty good conversation.
The beginning of of us talking, I don't know what it was, but he couldn't hear me for like the first 15 minutes. Not very well at all, at least. And then I did something with my phone, and then he was like, "Oh, there you are." So it's like for the first 15 minutes, I thought he was ignoring me, or just I didn't know what was going on, but it got fixed.
Yeah, no, it's just he could barely hear you, but then all of a sudden it kicked in.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but it was
so. Yeah,
wonderful
we pre-recorded it. We pre-recorded this conversation with Greg Smith. He's the actor who played Barry Burton in the live-action introduction to the 1996 hit video game Resident Evil. So in celebration of the 29th anniversary of Resident Evil, we are proud to bring this to you. And so here we go. Let's take it away, Colin.
Okay,
is that you can hear me now clear, right?
Much better.
Okay.
You can hear me loud or clear too?
Awesome. Hey, look at that beautiful scenery.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Oh, man, how beautiful is that? That's the pool. There's the pool. Nice.
That's where I just was, in the pool. Oh, nice. And that's the ocean. Ooh. Pacific Ocean, and it goes all the way out. That's my back garden. That's awesome. That's my little creek that runs around my house.
So
here we are.
You're directly
dead midnight. Dark out. Where are you guys?
So
I live in Florida.
He's in Florida, so he's in an area close to that's similar to where you live, tropical.
Yeah, except it's so. Where is that, right, Florida now? Or? Yeah, Florida.
He's in Florida.
I've been there.
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, okay. You're way up.
Yeah, it's like 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's Fahrenheit, isn't it?
Yes.
That's cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
40 degrees Fahrenheit.
I've rode a Harley from Sturgis down to Vegas a few times.
Awesome.
And from South Dakota down. Don't know if we went through Ohio. We did the long way. Went through Colorado, and we did about 8 states on the way down. And then in 2022, we flew to Daytona Beach, to the big motorbike rally in Daytona Beach, and then jumped on Harleys and rode down to Key West.
So I saw a picture of your first bike was a 1996 Dyna Lowrider?
That's right.
Now, was that something that you were able to purchase because of the acting career, or?
Well, I didn't make much from acting, but it went towards it, yeah, because I did other acting things in Japan and other bits and pieces, and that helped buy it.
Nice.
See, I'm not a big bike guy, so I don't know. I know Kenjiro was saying you're big on bikes. Yeah, I'm not huge, but I love them. Yeah, I just been out this afternoon on one.
Yeah, my first.
I've got an old.
My first was
a 40.
No, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
I would say my first was not a Harley. It was a 1997 Suzuki Intruder, and I had fun on that one.
Oh yeah, you would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, my first bike was a little old Honda. I worked my way up, and then I got the Harley, and I've got another Honda now, a 750, a 47-year-old, 48-year-old Honda.
Nice.
The old Honda 4. We just had that out today, taking it for a run.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
And what a good place to be able to ride around down there, huh? Does it rain a lot? I'm guessing you're in the Whitsunday Island.
It's a bit like Florida. We've had like a month of rain and hardly got out on the bike. Or 2 months. We've been raining on and off since January.
So is it beautiful there in the wintertime?
But the winters here, you can ride every day.
Is it gorgeous in the wintertime?
Winter's not winter. Winter is like swimming and beautiful.
Yeah, it's still pretty much like Florida. Where winter's like just, it's not even a winter really.
No, I really enjoyed Florida. I enjoyed riding the bridges. We wanted to ride all the bridges down to Key Largo, Key West, all those bridges. It was beautiful riding across the ocean.
Yeah.
I lived in the Sarasota area for about 10 years. I remember one time I was walking over to the store across the street from my apartment. I lived on an island myself when I lived there, and I looked over to the left of me, and there was a $150,000 Lamborghini sitting there, and I'm like, man, that's an odd car to be sitting here, you know what I'm saying? That's got to be somebody important. Sure enough, I looked closer, it was Lady Gaga sitting in her Lambo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really? Yeah, it was right over in Anna Maria Island. It was really cool.
Oh, last year we had Elton John fly his plane into here.
Oh, yeah?
Elton John flew in last year or the year before, and a few of the other ones. Nicole Kidman's always staying up here somewhere, and a couple of other actors, Australian actors. We get the odd... Oh, they filmed a movie here in Julia Roberts, and I think Alex Baldwin might have been here as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone near that big. Biggest celebrity I ever met was like an NBA player, because I used to be big on playing basketball. So I would go to NBA games every now and then, and that's probably the biggest celebrities I've ever met. And I didn't officially meet them; I just saw them on the court. So you guys are out there meeting the huge celebs that everybody knows.
Been lucky.
I really appreciate you. I was going to say I really appreciate you reaching out to me to come on and talk with us. That was a surprise hit out of left field, because I looked on my messages and there you were.
I love giving time to the fans because they make my life really fun.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my partner here, that you were really receptive to it, because from what I understand. From what I understand, for the longest time, you guys really didn't even realize the impact that you guys had on the Resident Evil community. Yeah.
Wasn't it like 20 years or something like that you didn't know?
It's more than 20. It's really nice when you go to Comic-Cons. I love going to Comic-Cons. It's hard for me to, I love going to them in America and that, but I don't get invited to many. I have to pay my airfares or part of my airfares across, and a lot of them balk at that, which is a shame, because the guys at Midwest took the gamble last year, and we had a great time at Midwest. It's on this weekend. They said they don't have people back every year if you can help it, because they don't want to run out the fun of having us. So maybe back next year for the 30th anniversary to Milwaukee. That's on this weekend, actually. It's great fun, Milwaukee. And I like Milwaukee because you sign for 2 or 3 hours. And the rest of the time you walk around talking to fans and, I don't know, posing the odd photo with them and things like that. And just chatting away to fans. It's good fun. And I got to drive the Batmobile last time, the original Batmobile.
Oh, the George Barris?
That's awesome.
The original one was Adam West's
Batmobile.
Yeah, the George Barris Batmobile. That's awesome. I like Batman.
Barry Burton's Batmobile.
And then I got invited to one in Australia, and that was fun. There was a couple of Australian actors there. And then I got invited to last year I got invited, and hopefully they're inviting me back again. They liked it, so they really enjoyed us. We had a great time. We went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And that was so much fun. And we ran and one of my mates, Johnny Cass, is a wrestler. He got the idea we'd do an escape room before it started. We had like 5 or 6 special guests come and do the escape room with us.
How were those? I've never ever been in one. Did you like that?
now I know how they work. I'll be better next time. I was pretty useless this time, Barry and stuff. But we had a great time doing that. We made special tickets for them, and they got these tickets that only 10 of them made in the world, kind of thing. We kept one each, and I gave a couple away to friends. But the people who did the actual room got their own special ticket, metal ticket, like a Willy Wonka pass to say they'd done the escape room. And then we had a Resident Evil dinner. And I organised it, and we had Wesker came along and his bloody sunglasses in the middle of the night, and we had Charlie or Chris Redford and myself.
Yeah.
And we did a Resident Evil dinner, and we had a guy turn up as well from Street Fighter. And,
wow!
Another Capcom game.
Yeah,
we had a great time, and everyone paid to join us, but we gave them away. Everyone walked away with a prize. Like some people walked away with the really good ones walked away with a bottle of Barry Bourbon.
Barry Bourbon?
That's
man,
genius. That's genius.
That's something I'm gonna have to try. Is that something you sell on your merch site?
No, I only sell the labels. It's too hard to send overseas. I sell the labels, but I do lots of photos. When I did the actual thing, and they wouldn't let me keep it, and I was really annoyed at the time because I didn't want much, and I really wanted. They had a dog tag. I had my own Barry Burton dog tag, like a military dog tag.
Oh,
and they wouldn't let me keep it at the end, so I went and got some made. Like the replicas, I've got a heap of Barry Burton dog tags.
Awesome.
And I've got the Barry Burton ID card made. This guy makes me these. They're like a credit card size, and they're metal, and but they're photographed on them. They're really there's some good stuff. And a mate of mine,
and it has like the stars on it.
It's got everything. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Man.
I'll send you some pictures later.
You have like the whole outfit.
It's got the picture. I sign it where it's got my signature, and it's got the whole stars thing on it.
Oh, that's going to be that's going to be something I'm going to have to get from you. I'm going to have to.
And the other thing he got me was he got me these trading cards, like Barry Burton trading cards.
What?
He's got the whole set of 8 different pictures of me, and I signed them. And there's another set he made up with 8 pictures. One's of me, and the other 7 are of the members of the Stars team. If you were lucky enough to find Chris or Eric, you can get them to sign them.
Yeah, that's all. That is totally awesome, man. I didn't even know you had this whole merch line of stuff. You know,
and I've got the Stars. I've got plenty. I signed these as well. The Stars.
Barry Burton. Cool is that sewn on? Is that sewn?
It's a sewn one. I got sewn ones.
Oh man.
I want that.
The guy makes them, these sew-on ones. And then he made me a Barry Burton patch. It's got Barry Burton's face on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
And everything's signed. I really enjoy doing stuff for my fans, so I sign stuff.
So you can clearly see the love from the fans. Like, lots of people love Barry.
If I ever send a photo out, like I say, what's your name? Oh, Bio Brothers. I hope that's not Bio Brothers blood. Well, that was nearly a Bio Brothers sandwich. And
yeah, I told my partner here, Colin, I was like, Greg reached out to me, Barry Burton himself. He's going to come on the show, and we're going to be serving up some fresh Jill sandwiches on the show with him.
Yeah, fresh Jill sandwiches.
Well, when we even had our dinner, we were trying to get them to make a menu up, and they didn't, but we'll do it the next time, hopefully. And I wanted to put a Jill sandwich on the menu, like a chicken sandwich, called the Jill sandwich.
Yeah.
And the steak would be like, and when I did the bottle of Barry Bourbon, I made it on the back label, I'll send you when we get, flick me some email messages later and addresses, and I'll send you some stuff. I made up a Barry Bourbon label, and on the back of it's got all the drinks, like Barry's on the rocks, of course. Barry's just bourbon on the rocks. Chris is with like a Bloody Mary with tomato juice.
Oh, wow.
Wesker's is like with lemon juice because lemon's sour. Like,
that's funny.
Sour for Wesker because he's a sour bugger.
He's a sour guy.
and Rebecca was like with bubbly, like a fizzy drink. Bourbon with fizzy in it. So I made up all these great labels and things like that. So you know, like,
yeah. So you really know the game. Like, you really know the game like very well. Like, do you
I
know?
played it once. I played the game once.
Oh, that's what I was
Oh, you've
gonna
only
ask you.
played it once.
Have you actually beaten it?
Is that when you
yourself
played
on
it
your own?
with?
Like,
I'm sorry. Is that when you played it with the Row Network?
Yeah.
And Charlie and
Sorry,
and Eric,
I'm putting
I
it a bit
think.
close to my face. It's easy to hear you guys.
That's okay.
Oh, no problem at all.
I'm trying to move closer
Hold it,
so you
mate.
can hear me.
I've got an idea. Just let me walk through the house.
Yeah, I saw a video of you playing with Charlie and Eric. You three were playing the Resident Evil 1.
I've lost my dog. Where's my dog gone? You see, I'm picturing my dog.
Oh, what a beautiful place, man! That definitely looks like that definitely looks like a.
This is my dog. We call him Mac. He lays on the floor all the time.
Hey.
You know, his real name's Sydney. His real name's Sydney, but I call him Mac these days because he spends more time laying on the floor.
Oh, that's the one that's named after the city. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's Sydney, and I just like the name Sydney. I had an uncle Sydney. I thought, well, let's call him Sydney, and he answers to it, which is a bonus. And this is we were lucky. We found this house and.
Yeah, that's a real nice. Is that one of them? Is that one of them houses that sits up off the ground because of? Do you guys have flooding issues there?
No, we don't have flooding issues. They put them up above the ground to get the air underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
Here, to get the air underneath them to make them cooler.
Okay.
Like that's the ground.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's exactly how I pictured it in my mind.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
It gets the cool air coming up underneath the house.
Nice.
And you get the cool, and the house is cooler that way. Oh, Sid's awake. Hello, Sid. You see?
Oh, there's the puppy dog.
There's this dog.
What's your dog's name?
That's Sydney. Right?
Sydney?
Is that one Sydney?
Yeah, no. So, like, we're 15 feet above the ground, 20 feet above the ground. Our house, like, that's the down bit.
What a view! Look at that.
Yeah, seriously.
So for all the listeners that may hear this on Spotify, he's got his video going and he's showing us around his place, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's heaven. It's heaven. The palm trees in the back.
I was lucky to find it.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get on to Barry.
Let's get on to Barry.
Barry.
So
Barry, where's Barry?
Where's Barry? Yeah.
Where's Barry? Then I put on the Barry voice. You know, the deeper voice for Barry. Like, anyway, look, going back, you want to hear the story?
Yes. How did you get into? How did you get approached?
Okay. It's a sliding doors moment. You would call it a sliding doors moment. I lived in Japan for a year. I used to be I was a teacher, and I got because I don't know, when I was about 38, 37, I decided to do something different. I wanted to learn a language, so I went and learned Japanese because someone said it's good for your mind to learn the language. So I went up and learned Japanese, and which is probably the hardest language in the world to learn, and pretty useless. There's only one country that speaks it. Would have been better off learning French or something like that. Anyway, I went and learnt Japanese and had this big Asian push in Australia because Asians are near neighbours. And next thing, the department, I worked for the government, they rang me up and said, would I like to go to Japan and teach for a year? I went, oh, yeah, sounds pretty good. I always wanted to do that. So we packed up our family and we moved to Japan for a year. And I taught in Japan. I represented my government in Japan as a government representative, and they sent a teacher from Japan to Australia. Anyway, I went to Japan, and while I was there, I was working as a teacher, and I went to visit a friend in a town. He lived in a city called Roppongi, which is part of Tokyo. It's just like a suburb of Tokyo, and I was visiting him, and this guy came up and grabbed me in the street. Not grabbed me, but approached me in the street and said, and he said, excuse me, and he spoke English really well. He said, we're making a video game. He's not, I think he worked for an agency. It wasn't him that made the game, but Capcom had made the game already. And they were then looking for a real person that looked like Barry Burton.
Right.
And I had a red beard at this time and reddish kind of hair, and I was big, and he said, you look like the character. Can you act? And I went, mate, I'm an Aussie. We can do anything. We can wrestle kangaroos. We can kill crocodiles. I can act.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
That's the perfect response.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you about catching the kangaroo. I'm a kangaroo catcher. And,
That's how you got the part.
I got the part. And didn't really get the part. There was no one else to fill the part. Come on, there wasn't that many guys 6 foot tall.
So it's kind of like there you have the advantage because when they're looking for a Westerner with a specific look, you're the only one.
It wasn't like I had to fight off a lot of competition. Let's be honest.
You're 6 foot exactly.
And so this guy says okay and drags me in and signs an autograph. Actually, at the time, my wife thought he wanted me to do porn. She hasn't got the skills. She hasn't got the style. Anyway, and then a couple of days later, a week later, he rang me and said, you got to come to rehearsals. I went, okay. So they went to rehearsals and they fitted us out like the Barry vest and the Barry trousers and the belt and all those things and checked us out in our costumes and so if the director... What was the director's name? I can't remember it.
Of Resident Evil, the first one.
I met him. He's a really nice guy. I met him on the internet. I worked with him and I met him.
Shinji Mikami.
Yeah, I met him on the internet. Yeah, lovely guy. Yeah. Anyway, he checked us out and he was happy, and that's where I met Charlie and Wesker. And I don't know if Jill was there at the time, or Rebecca who played, or Jill or Linda, who played Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly met Charlie and Wesker. And the guy who dies and never has anything to say, I met him as well. He's the one they just found. He's in the beginning and that, but he doesn't do anything.
In the field,
anyway,
Joseph Frost
in Resident Evil 1.
Yeah,
I think his real name's Philip or something. Anyway,
Jason.
We went then, and then another few days later, they gave me a call and had to go to this place, and we're in like a warehouse, and it had like a imitation, had like a helicopter frame and the big doors and all those things, and like the doors to the mansion and whatever else. And we did the intro filming there. And like when Barry, that intro to the game, we filmed all that there. We filmed the helicopter scene where I'm looking at my family and the photograph there and all those things. I got to know Rebecca I got to know Linda. Rebecca a little bit, but I got to know Rebecca Chambers or Linda really well because we sat and talked for ages because there was nothing else to do. Because I don't know if you've ever done a movie, but there's a lot of sitting down.
That's kind of funny because you and her don't have any time in the game together. So that's kind of funny that you two bonded a lot.
Yeah, we had nothing else to do. We were there for 6 or 7 hours.
Right.
Like you'd shoot for 2 hours, an hour, and then they'd shoot Eric's scene, and he'd sit down, and we'd sit down and just chat, and then a few days later they called us, and we did the night shoot. That's where we're running through. They don't go the helicopter and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go.
So that was filmed in a grassy field or an actual forest or something? Because it was
filmed in a riverbank. It was a dry riverbank. They had all these big reeds and that in Tokyo. It was a dry riverbank, so it was a dried river basically.
And did they use real zombie dogs?
No, they had real dogs, but they never showed them in the movie, in the show, and I think they showed the electronic dogs, but they had real Dobermans.
Oh, really?
And they put these things in their mouth, which made their teeth snarl and their gums snarl. It was just like a prosthetic they put in the dog's mouth.
You can now you say that.
And the dogs are chasing us and we're shooting. We had dummy guns, right? My gun was failed too. I only had 3 shots. I got 3 shots out the whole time. That was it for me. I was really annoyed because Charlie had a machine gun. And he fired lots of things. I only got 3 shots, bang, bang, and that was it. The gun broke.
So when they shoot the gun into the ground and you see the pop, pop, pop on the ground, was that like firecrackers being blown up on the ground across?
Yeah, they weren't real bullets.
Yeah.
It was
and the dogs were actually chasing you?
Yeah, they were playing. And then they caught us. They licked us to death. They were beautiful dogs. They most lovely dogs. And in between sets, we were patting them and playing with them because I miss my dog because I left my dog in Australia. And I in between sets, like in between shoots, we're patting the dogs and playing with them and scratching their bellies and just, like they and the dog hand. They had their own the dog handler, but Japan has these super strict gun laws, like. Without being rude, America has no gun laws except you can buy an M16 rifle. In Australia, you can't buy guns. Tokyo and Japan is more strict. The rule in Japan is if you had a handgun, you got the death sentence.
Wow.
Because it showed you intended to use it to kill someone. So the armory guy he was really strict. And you had to sign the guns in, sign the guns out, and they had to be proved they weren't real guns or anything like that. It's not knocking America. It's just the rules. Like America, I was in America. I walked into Walmart and I could have bought a bloody pump-action shotgun in Walmart kind of thing. In Australia, you can't do that.
Yeah, where I live in Ohio, we have zero gun laws. It's constitutional carry, so everybody here is packing heat.
Yeah. Well, Japan's even more strict, so they were really strict on the guns. And
I didn't know that.
They were just fake guns. Anyway, we did the filming in the paddock and we filmed all night. Like we got there about 5 PM. They put our makeup on. They got us dressed. And then Charlie was there, or Chris, whatever you want to call him. Charlie's there and he goes, aren't we supposed to have been fighting zombies all the time we've been here? And I went, oh yeah. And he said, well, we look too clean, so we all went and rolled out in the dirt. We all these guys rolling around in the riverbank in the dirt, getting muddy and putting dirt on us, so we looked like we've been fighting zombies.
Yeah.
So you guys knew that you guys knew what the project was, or do you have
no idea?
No idea.
They kept it really, really, really under wraps. We had, we were like, you know how we all look really confused and we're saying don't go.
Yeah.
We really were confused. That's why it worked so well, because we knew nothing about what was happening at any time.
Wow. That's an exclusive, man. I didn't know that.
When did you find out about?
We were told minimal things the whole time, and then after we'd done the shoot, we were told it was a video game.
Oh, really?
And that was about it. And never had any more contact with Capcom ever again. Never really had much contact with Capcom anyway.
So when they had the movie come out about what was 6-7 years later, you guys really didn't put 2 and 2 together that this had blown up into like a major thing.
No idea, because I was busy becoming a school principal and working hard. Look, we did it.
Nobody ever
got paid a small amount, which was a lot of the time. And I went back to Australia. Charlie lived in Japan for another couple of years, and then he moved on to America.
Yeah.
Eric stayed there for a while. Linda was there for about 15 years, I think. Charlie lived in Japan for a long time before the shooting of it. And then we went our separate ways. And to be honest,
it's a good DLC.
Yeah.
What's that?
Separate Ways is the name of a Resident Evil downloadable content for one of the games.
Okay.
Yeah,
we just went our separate ways in life, and I chased a career, and then it was really interesting about I don't know, like in about 2015. Someone told me my name was my son-in-law worked out I was there. I went, oh yeah, that was me. And somehow I got in touch with Charlie and sent him an email message through Messenger and said, were you the guy with me? He goes, yeah. I said, and asked me, he was a really good actor at the time. I was nothing. He was a pretty good actor. He looked a bit like Charlie Sheen, and I often thought he might have got an acting job. And he said, no, he did a little bit in America, but not as much as he wanted, and he went different ways. And we talked to each other, but not much. Yeah. And then in about 2017, 18, a guy called Frederick from France, I think he is, sent me an email. You may have come across him as a Resident Evil person.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Frederick sent me an email saying, are you the Greg Smith that was in... He actually tracked me down. I'd left my school, and he actually worked out what school I worked at somehow, because I was in the paper, and I think he found it in an Australian newspaper. I don't know how he did that. He was a pretty smart guy, actually, Frederick. He must be. Anyway, he tracked me down through newspapers in Australia, because I was, as a principal, I was in the newspaper a lot with children. And he found that, and he put 2 and 2 together, and then worked out what school I was at, worked out the email addresses for the school, and then sent me an email. And I wrote back and said, "Yeah, it's me. Yeah, no problem."
And this was what year?
And then as soon as he put up on Facebook that he'd found me, all these people started contacting me from everywhere.
And that was, you said, in 2015?
That was about 20, I think it was after I retired. So it'd be 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Don't
So
remember.
that was the first time you realized?
I know that because I didn't retire to 2016. It could have been the very end of 2016. It might have been the end of 2016 he did it. Anyway, so there, yeah. So I did contact Charlie then, and again, and we chatted, and all these people started contacting me and sending me things from to sign and whatever else, and I signed lots of posters, which I think got sold on probably eBay for a fortune. Someone sent me about 10 posters, and I didn't know. I just signed them. Oh, yeah, it'll be nice.
So you might, you might as well embrace this, and why not capitalize on it a little bit? Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, what'd you do? You're loud. What did you do? I lost Colin, and you're loud.
I got loud. Oh,
sorry.
You got loud. I can hear you.
I accidentally hit a button. Sorry about that.
It probably gave the feed more to me.
Oh, am I louder?
Yeah, everyone's louder. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, whatever you did, cool. Good job, Colin.
Oh,
Colin, you're a man.
I was wondering why I was talking some and I was never getting any responses, so I guess you couldn't hear me.
You were.
We just ignored you, Colin. We just ignored you, man.
Can't hear you. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever you did,
Can you hear us?
whatever you did, you fixed.
Jesus Christ. 30 minutes into this. Oh my God. We're professionals over here. I had like questions I was asking and then like weren't getting answered.
You got some questions?
Confidence. Anyway, he contacted me, and then people started contacting me, and then a lot of things, and not much, but a little bit. And I was signing lots of things, and I thought I'm going to have to start charging a little bit for this because it takes me time, and I don't.
Absolutely.
I put a story on it, and even the envelope has a story on it. I put a picture on the envelope and whatever else, and everything. Like people frame the envelopes, and because I usually put red texture all down the envelope, and I hope this isn't Chris's blood, and all that down the envelope. Anyway, I enjoy doing it for the fans.
This is not Chris's blood.
Yeah, it's not just a. I don't just do it.
You couldn't hear me the first 25 minutes of this? I want to confirm this. You didn't hear a word I said?
I can hear you. I can hear you just.
But now you can hear me a lot better. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay.
And I can put it here instead of here, so I can hear you. And so Frederick contacted me, and then I did it, and then this guy, a guy called Andrew Joseph from Residents of Evil. He's done all the stuff with Residents of Evil.
Yeah, with JJ and them on the ROE network.
JJ.
Yeah.
So Andrew contacted me. Lovely, really nice guy. Great mate. Love him. And Andrew contacted me, and he said, look, I found Charlie. And I said, yeah, I know Charlie. And he said, I found Eric. I said, oh, geez, I forgot about Eric. Yeah, Eric. And he said, I'm doing an interview with them. They're coming to Utah, Cedar City, Utah on the 6th of June. And we're going to do an interview. He said, can you be there? And I said, mate, you buy me an air ticket and I'll be there. And he did.
Wow.
And he got me an air ticket.
Yeah,
and
so that Residents of Evil deserves a lot of credit for getting you guys together.
A lot of credit. Anyway, Andrew got stuff together, and he organised a hotel for us in Cedar City, and I really bonded with Eric. Bloody Wesker, he's always a snob. He's always a snob, like, hey, anyway,
gotta hang on to the villain role.
Charlie is snob too.
Charlie's there. We had a great time, and we did the interview, and then we played the game for the very first time.
And how was that experience?
Great fun. I thought we were doing really well, but they told us they'd fudged it. They'd put in a code that we couldn't get killed. I thought we were really, really good. thought we were doing really well.
But did you ever play it again afterwards without the team?
No, I haven't got any games or anything. And then
Okay.
Andrew did break the news to us later on that he had actually put in a code that meant we couldn't die. And he said you died in about the first 3 seconds. The first dog killed you.
Oh boy.
So but we did a little bit of filming there, and I got to redo Barry flying the helicopter. I don't know if you've seen that scene where I fly the helicopter.
You were in the helicopter, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on the ground, of course, but the green screen, it looks like we're flying, and Charlie's in the back as Wesker, and he'd already filmed something that morning with Eric in the desert, and then I'm flying Charlie back, and yeah. And it's something about ever get too old for this. I kept muffing my lines and ad-libbing, and Andrew, being the director he is, no, do it the way I told you to.
Oh my! He was giving you line readings. Oh no!
I tried to. I can't this my way. Anyway, I think he knows me now. Anyway, Andrew looks great.
So you guys are reuniting to bring the fans a new story. The Residents of Evil has announced the Resurrection, a Biohazard story.
Yes.
Now you're going to be flying to Utah for that.
Hopefully, if everything goes to plan.
Wow, that's exciting.
I don't know if I'm giving away too much, but they are crowdfunding for it because it's a freelance one and they're not being funded. Not make any profit. It's not anything that they have all the permission to do it. But it's like one of those things.
They've announced on their Facebook page that they're doing a casting call for volunteers, and that the requirements have to go to Utah. And I believe they've announced that you, Eric Pirius, and Charlie are all involved in it too. So there's nothing really being said out of line. But that's really exciting.
I've said to Andrew's been such a good friend and so helpful. I said, mate, I don't want any appearance, mate. I just want to do it. I just want to do it to have fun. I just want to be part of it. And I figure if I don't take any money and I stuff it up, he can't complain.
No, yeah. Well,
anyway.
Hey, you get a trip to America again out of it, so.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
And then I get to hang with Charlie again and Eric, and we have a great time together. We just joke the whole time. Well, I joke and they serious, but I joke the whole time because that's my personality. I just muck around and have a great time. And we have a really good time together, and we're doing that. And it'll be a great time. Andrew's a really good director.
Yeah, he really nailed it with The Keeper's Diary. Have you watched that?
Yeah. Well, I saw the shorts of it because this time last year we went to Milwaukee to the Midwest Gaming Expo in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And what was it, Midwest Gaming something? Anyway, we went there, and Charlie and I went to that for the very first Comic-Con. We had a time of our life, signing autographs and hanging with the fans, and then we drove up to Iron Mountain, and Eric was at Iron Mountain, and then Linda, and we did another interview. Linda, who played Rebecca Chambers, and we did some really nice, really new old shots of. I'm in my full Resident Evil gear in the mansion.
That's cool.
Shots of Barry now, and there's some great black and white ones.
Wow.
Tony, is it? Tony was the photographer. He comes up a lot on Residents of Evil stuff.
Okay.
Tony, a really nice guy. And he took some fantastic photos of Barry, old Barry. And it's really good stuff. And he did those for me. And we did some filming and, set it up. And I think the crowdfunding starts soon, and they're trying to get it together to do the crowdfunding. And I hope the fans do. It's going to be made by fans for fans.
Yes.
If that makes sense. The guys who are making it believe it's what fans wanted originally from Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So they're making it, and they're massive fans. Like JJ's a massive fan, and all his friends
are all massive fans.
Yes,
here.
Absolutely.
JJ and all the other guys, and just such lovely people. Really good people.
Have you ever met a streamer named Bakwasu by any chance?
No, I haven't.
Okay, he's really big on Resident Evil also.
Yeah, he's been on the Row Network once or twice before.
Okay,
he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Look, I get contacted by that many fans.
Yeah, it's probably gets overwhelming.
Yeah, it does, and I lose track. And there's fans everywhere. Like one of them even joined us flew from Germany to meet us in Portland, Oregon.
Well, you guys have certainly left a lasting legacy with a lot of people. So, I mean, it's really awesome that you're so receptive to the fandom.
I was 7 years old when I played Resident Evil for the first time, and I remember thinking I remember thinking, oh, Barry's so cool. I want to play as him, but I got to play as this Chris guy. I want to play as Barry, the big, Barry, because you're a 7-year-old kid. I want to play as the big man with the big gun.
Yeah, Python. I've got one made. I've got one made, a replica. I can't get it sent to Australia. I have to pick it up when I'm in America because it wouldn't make it past our customs.
Yeah,
I have a question for you, if you don't mind. Do you know about any Barry in any of the other Resident Evil games? Like, I know you probably never played any of the other ones.
No, he gets killed, doesn't he? Doesn't Barry get killed eventually?
Well, it depends on how the outcome of the first game goes.
He can get killed, but it's not canon. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not the real ending. The real ending is he lives. But I mean, like, other Resident Evil games, like more modern ones where Barry's in it. Have you ever seen him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. He's great, and it's all thanks to you. You birthed the character.
I still think I'm the best looking.
Yes.
No, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. The first.
Without a doubt.
The best.
You birthed the legendary Barry Burton.
I'm getting a new best Barry. I met a lovely girl called Amy in Portland, Oregon, and she's a costume designer, and she's making me. I got given my vest, which is really, really nice. The guy sent it to me, top fellow, and he sent me a vest and all the gun and everything, which he gave it to me, which was such a good fan. And Amy's making me another one because the one he sent me so too hot, I die in it like Barry's 3 kids. I'm 2 pounds lighter when I wear it because I just sweat so much. And it's a vest for outside in the wintertime. So Amy's making me a lighter vest because she saw me dying. And so met so many lovely fans, and I'm leaving heaps out, and that's a real shame because they're friends now, my fans, and like chatting with them from all over the world.
Absolutely.
Right.
You got 2 big fans right here, and me and Kent here. We both love you the best.
Well, if you want to, I'm happy to do all these stuff. If you can help me get rid of a bit of merch, because it helps me pay for going to Comic-Cons or
Absolutely,
traveling.
yes.
Because what I do is, like, a lot of Comic-Cons can pay half the fare, so I pick up the other half with my merch sales and things like that. And it helps me buy the new Barry.
Are you selling those cards you were telling me about with the...
They are really good. I'll send you pictures of them later.
Yeah, I'm going to buy one. I want one. We're going to put...
They're a set. You get a whole set of 8 Barrys. New Barry, old Barry, young Barry. You get the Barry set. It's 8 cards all signed, which is really good because a signature is hard to get. You get 8 different cards of Barry all signed. They're like...
Are they expensive? Are they...
Well, that depends what you want. They're about $60 American for 8 signatures, which, to be honest...
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good. And that's pretty well postage from Australia.
Mm-hmm. Well, we will. Excuse me. I'll message you. Afterwards, we'll get links. We'll have to figure out how to get links to your stuff to put them up on the page and put it in the description for people, and then people can find you and find your merch and help you
they can just message me because what I do, and also like the more people buy, the cheaper I can make it because I can combine all the postage together, if you know what I mean. Like, I make a package up and it's cheaper to post 3 things in one package than 3 separate things. So I try and help the fans as much as I can, and I always give a Barry gift. I've got these Barry car stickers. I give those out as a gift when I've got them, or I've got something I give as a Barry gift.
Awesome.
Everyone gets a Barry gift.
That's very awesome.
But the resurrection is going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. It's happening. they've put the dates down. I've got the script. Read the script a couple of times. I've got to read it more.
Awesome.
They want me to get They want to have an American accent, but I'm finding that hard to do. And I think Barry needs to be an Aussie.
American accent. You sound perfect the way you are.
You want to hear a really good story, though?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Addie's written the script. Addie, she's just fantastic, really lovely lady, and she's right into this with Andrew and JJ and all those guys, right? And Addie writes this script, and when I'm in America, she gives me the script last April and says, "Look after this, don't show it to anyone, it's top secret." I'm, okay, so I bring it home and I put it on the shelf, and we went out. The dog ate the script.
What? Oh no.
Oh my goodness!
I find the irony that you was a primary school principal and your dog ate your homework to be overwhelming. You had one assignment.
Damn it! The dog ate the homework.
I'll send you later on when I'll send you some pictures through.
Oh no!
Messenger. I'll send you pictures.
Reaction to that?
The dog eating the homework.
Oh wow!
I had to send a picture to Addie to prove that because she didn't want to.
So is Addie's the one that they refer to on the channel as Baggy Bag?
Yeah.
She is a doll. She helps.
I don't know who this person is. I don't think.
Oh, Baggy. Yeah, she streams. She did readings of Code Veronica, I think Caliban Cove, and Resident Evil 3 Nemesis by SD Perry.
Where can I find her at?
On YouTube at the Residents of Evil.
Oh, okay. See, I know Residents of Evil, but I don't know everybody on there. There's
Addie's true. Beautiful love.
She's very knowledgeable on Resident Evil. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah, and she's just a lovely person to hang with. She drove me from in the car. We sat with her, and she drove us from Milwaukee up to Iron Mountain, so a couple of hours each way. And just a really interesting girl, and really very knowledgeable about everything. You talk about music, you can talk about anything to her. And it's not just Resident Evil stuff. She's like right into music, and she knows about all the world. She's just a really lovely person. But Andrew, I really like all the Resident Evil. Like JJ and his wife and his kids, they're just really lovely people. And then Andreas from Germany, he was there as well, and just all really good Resident Evil people.
My hope is one day to have JJ on as a guest and talk to him. I really love to pick his brain about why he started the Road Network. He's really I love JJ. I'm a fan of his.
He's built the inside of the mansion in a warehouse.
What's that?
In Iron Mountain. The inside of the mansion is in the rooms from the mansion are in where they filmed
in Michigan.
In Michigan, no, yeah, up in Iron Mountain where they filmed the Keeper's Diary. There's a room with the typewriter and all that in it.
Yeah.
And then there was another room. That's where we did all the still photographic shoots. There's the old Barry. And we did all those there. And JJ's the nicest guy. Just a really energetic and passionate.
Yeah, I really have to struggle between being in my friend here's Twitch stream or his stream because they always stream at the same time, and it's like, dude, I'll be back. I got to go see what's going on.
I'm a nobody though. JJ's way better than me. Come on.
Oh no, come on now. You guys are both important to me now.
To be honest,
I appreciate the kind words, but JJ he's just impeccable.
No, there's some really good people out there, and all over the world. Like there's guys in England that are right into it, guys in Europe, and
it's a phenomenon, man. And you are a legend in this community.
Just lucky.
That's from the sounds of it. Yeah, it's very fortuitous. We're hoping to get Charlie on soon. I've already spoken with Charlie about it. He's very excited and thinks it would be fun to come on.
Oh, yeah. He's Charlie's a great guy. He's probably more articulate than me. I just rave on and have a good time. Yeah. Charlie's more of a thinker, I suppose. He might be smarter than me. I don't know.
No, come on now, you guys.
Has he played the game? Has he played Resident Evil 1?
Oh yeah, he's played it. He played it. They played it together
without the cheats. Yeah, I know they played it together, but
no, we didn't cheat. We just just bullshitted.
Yeah.
He got through it.
Gotcha.
So,
I
like-
remember that video. It was you, Charlie, and Alex or Eric. Sorry.
Charlie's really good. Charlie. If he gets time, he's a pretty busy man. But if he
Yeah.
can fit the time,
Well, I know he's in Japan right now, so he said when he gets
he's
back.
in Japan right
Yeah.
now. I was talking to him this morning from Japan. I was talking to actually Charlie and Wesker this morning, and Linda.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you
Nice.
refer to him as Wesker. You refer to the other two as their real names, but you call Eric Wesker. That's hilarious to me.
I just like the name Wesker. I think
It
it's
is
I-
right,
I
man.
love the name,
He's
yeah.
He's a fan favorite villain.
He's
too.
been my favorite villain since day one.
He is a he's
in
the
character.
original.
He's in character all the time. Like
Really?
he's the character.
Does he wear the sunglasses all the time?
Oh no.
we did a Comic-Con. He'd never done a Comic-Con. We did Milwaukee, and I did one in Australia. And Charlie and I go, you got to come and join us, Eric. You got to come and join us. And he goes, okay, I'll come. I'll do it. And he turns up in Portland, Oregon. Well, he was in character from the moment he walked in. He was in character when he was out of character. Like, he was just continually in character. He's Wesker. He's dry. He doesn't say much. And
Now, I don't know really anything about this, the fan film coming up, and I'm just going to speculate as a fan who's anticipating it, but it really looks like they're bringing him back. And you don't have to confirm none of this because I know you're probably under an NDA, but it looks like they're bringing him back as like the Wesker that we got to get familiar with from Resident Evil 5. With the way that the poster looks, which is, I'm speculating again, this is just me spitballing on what they could be doing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with his character with these events. Yes.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I've got my script, and really it's only my script.
Yes.
I can't tell you. But all I can say is he'll be in it.
Yes.
Oh shit.
That's all we need to know. You know, we're excited for it. We're waiting with bated breath, just like the rest of the community.
And he'll be in it. He's definitely in it. He's definitely down to be filmed. He's definitely down for the shoot. I know that for a fact. I'm down. Charlie's down. Linda's down. So.
Well, the composer that worked on the Keeper's Diary, who's also working on, who's also alleged. Well, from my source, Andy at Biohazard Declassified, as our mutual friend, he's doing the composition of the music, and he did it for the Keeper's Diary, and he also did it for the documentary that was directed by Brandon Salisbury, which is super amazing.
Yeah,
So-
I never
I
watched
met
stuff
Brandon.
like that, but I did it
Yeah,
for
and
him.
he's
and
supposed
for
to be coming on with Charlie.
And of course.
Look, mate, all those questions are above my pay level.
Yeah.
Considering I don't get paid anything, I know nothing. I'm like
Yeah.
Sergeant Schultz.
Do you mind if I backtrack a little bit and ask you a question about back to the Resident Evil 1? Because I don't think we got answered. I was curious, when you were filming for Resident Evil 1, the live action, did you know like what characters you would be playing? Like, did you know if your character was going to be the main character of the game or a side?
Nothing at all.
You had no idea?
They kept us right in the dark. They didn't even tell us the name.
Oh, okay.
They kept us right in the
So for
dark.
all you know, you could have been a character that got killed off right away, or you could have been
I
the
could have
main
been.
hero of the whole story. That's for all you know.
No. None of us knew because they wanted to keep it top secret because Capcom, I believe, this is only what I've been told in later days, Capcom didn't want anyone else stealing their idea.
Yeah.
So they didn't tell us, so we could, even though we might have been bound by secrecy, we couldn't tell anything because we didn't know anything.
Gotcha.
And I think
Capcom are legends. They're really good video game developers.
Capcom wanted to. Also, Capcom had done the thing with real people in it, and I think they wanted to keep that tech. That was pretty smart technology at the time.
Yeah.
Having real people, and they were keeping everything. I think that's why they only had our first names on the credits for a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so nobody could find you, and
No one could find us.
Yeah.
That's why we were so hard to find. And I think Capcom, I don't know if it's true, but I don't think they wanted it might never have happened, but they were covering their intellectual property. They didn't want, say, another one to steal us and put us in another video game that's different characters.
Yeah.
So we had no idea. I had no idea what it was about. It was only like 3 or 4 years later. I was teaching, and I was a school principal, and there's kids in class. I said, "Are you in a video game?" I went, "Yeah."
Well, that was going to be another question.
Yeah.
When you were teaching,
That was it. That was the only time ever. These
That's
two kids
crazy.
said, "Are you in a video game?" I went, "Yeah." I told it was him, and that was it. They didn't care, and they walked away.
Wow.
They didn't care.
Well, they didn't. They just wanted to confirm it. That was it.
Wow.
So, but here you are. Now here you are. Like you're kind of a big deal, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, it is. It's weird. And I'm enjoying it. I'm embracing it. Look, I retired. Who else in their retirement life gets to send pictures all over the world, send people stuff, write nice things on letters for people, talk to a multitude of people who are really friendly and want to talk to you? There's only been a couple of Wallies. There was a couple of weirdos, but that was it. Kick them off my page every now and then. But the rest are really good people. I get to travel every now and then. Like this year, I'm off. There's not too many Comic-Cons this year at this stage, but I've got a guy in America working on it for me, Derek. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, so what? But I've already been invited, and I'm going to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia in November.
Isn't Charlie going to that one too?
Charlie is, and Eric.
Yes.
Wester.
They've done Wesker.
What
They've done
about
really.
Jill Valentine? She likes to stay out of the spotlight.
She wants to stay out of it. And that's her choice, and that's not a problem.
I respect that. Yeah.
You want to respect people.
I have a question. How do you pronounce her real life name? Because is it Inez or Inez?
Inez, I believe.
Inez.
Okay. And Rebecca's getting into it, Linda, but she's got another life as well. To me, I'm retired. I can give it the time it deserves. Charlie can give it some time. He's working, and Eric's working as well, so they can give it time. I can give it more time than those guys. That's why I can probably spend more stuff sending.
Charlie's a rock star in this community, man. He's he's a rock star. He's when he put on the role of the Keeper, and to see him back in the Resident Evil space, it was really it was almost a tear-jerking moment. Like, wow, man, 28, 29 years, almost 30 years of, like, you guys have been, like, parts of our lives, and we grew up watching you guys, play these characters in the live-action movie, and we've quoted lines and all this, and it's just really it's a blessing that you guys are just real mensches to do this, for the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know Charlie's got to fit in around his normal work and things like that in his life. And we're just lucky. I have a great day. I'm retired. I'm an old guy. I should be sitting down saying how tired I am. But I get to send things to people all over the world, chat like this, chat all that, have friends talk to me, fly to America, fly to Kuala Lumpur.
It's not every day you wake up and find out that you're kind of a big deal, to a bunch of people. So I can only imagine.
No, you don't believe it. And everyone can't. And friends of mine in Australia, it's not that big. I will be honest. In Australia, I did go to a Comic-Con in Australia, and about 30 people turned up. We're in America, 130, 200 people turn up. About 30 people in Australia turned up.
It's pretty big in the UK as well. Have you ever been to the UK?
I'd love to. I just need an invite. I've been trying to get invites to Comic-Cons. I'm really hoping next year with the 30th anniversary, we can get some invites, because I'd really like to.
They're going to be doing that Resident Evil Survivor event there again, I believe, next year. That would be a good time to try to get in.
30 years, I'd love to be able to get in.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, there I am. There's Rebecca.
There you are, the legend.
Yeah,
I just played this today.
I haven't changed too much. Anyway.
I play it like several times a year.
You're like fine wine. You're like fine wine. You've only gotten better.
Yeah, my friend,
you know what? Excuse me, Greg, do you know what a remaster is for a video game? Do you mind pointing to the camera and telling Capcom to give us a Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 remaster, please?
I would love Capcom to give us a 1, 2, and 3 remaster. I really think Capcom should be looking. Remember the Expendables where they brought Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone back as old guys?
Yeah.
They need to bring the old Resident Evil team
Exactly.
back to kill the zombies. Where the young guys have failed, we can come back and take them on. Capcom's missing out. Imagine 30th anniversary. Capcom
A remaster from the original 3 games.
Remastered original game with us
on modern platforms.
But still do the traditional retro introduction of us.
Oh yeah, that's what a remaster is. It's the original game, but it might be just touched up a little bit with like some more, like, you know, it might have some modern like things to where it makes it a little more accessible to people. But otherwise, it's the exact same.
I was thinking about the lines of actually bring us back to Resident Evil 1A, where we come back as old guys, reliving that game and taking
They could do that for a remaster. They really could. They can do whatever they want with a remaster. But for some reason, Capcom just hasn't done it yet. And I just don't understand why.
2.1 or something. It could be, and I imagine there'd be people buying it just to have it, just to say they've got both Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2.1.
Trust me, people, if a Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 collection remaster happened, it would be flying off the shelves. Well, digital shelves.
And it's the 30th anniversary. They can make it like a silver edition.
It could be perfect.
Capcom, if you're listening, I'm approachable. You could make millions out of this.
And make Barry playable in the first game, too, instead of just the sidekick.
And make Barry
give him his own side story where he actually gets to play, where you get to play as Barry, because in the original you can only play as Chris and Jill, and a little bit of Rebecca.
You could even do the mocap.
Yeah, I really think
you heard it here, Capcom. Greg Smith, Barry Burton himself wants the remaster collection.
I really like them. And I know some of the guys from Capcom, and they're lovely guys. Really like their company.
I love Capcom.
And I just hope Capcom can see that this is a great opportunity for those guys.
That leads me to a great question. Is some of the old Capcom producers still at Capcom that were there whenever you worked with them, or is it all new?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Okay.
I just met Capcom guys at Comic-Cons and that, and they are the nicest guys. They're really lovely guys, and enjoy their company. Had a couple of beers with them and a chat, and really good guys. And I think they were open to it, but we need Capcom just to say, look, they know where to find us. They could make a squillion, I reckon. It would be a big seller.
Oh yeah, absolutely it would. I promise you, it would sell like hotcakes, like Jill sandwiches. It would sell like Jill sandwiches,
especially with all our signatures on it as well. Like they
could
all our signatures on it
for the physical copies.
Collectible edition.
Yeah.
So, if you're ever in the Ohio or the Michigan or the Pennsylvania area for a con, message me ahead of time and I will show up in my full umbrella security service regalia and you'll get to meet me.
Yeah, he's got a hunk outfit.
I'll have the Colt Python take you out.
And you'll be like, I have this. I know you don't know. You didn't do the voice acting, but he says a line like that in the game. He's like, I have this. I was actually going to ask you, do you know all of the iconic Barry lines from the game? Like
some of them.
Like,
this
was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Yeah, this hall is dangerous, is it? And this
hall is dangerous. Yeah. It's really. I found a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. It's so funny.
That's the one. Yeah, and
better take it with
we could have good times, and but I'm trying to get next year to Milwaukee again because I'd like the guys. Dan, really nice guy, the guy who runs Milwaukee. Dan Dan, he's just such a lovely guy, and all the people that work there, Chris and all that, really enjoyed their company last time. And the guys from Guys and Beers. Did they come across there?
Yeah. What was that?
They are classic.
Yeah.
Games, Guys and Beers.
Yes.
Or Games.
They're on YouTube.
Games,
They're on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really good guys. And they gave me pizza when I was starving.
Was
Anybody gives you pizza when you're starving.
Was it cold when you were there in Milwaukee? It kind of gets cold up there.
It was snowing when I flew into Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Changed planes in Chicago, and it was really cold in Milwaukee, but not too. It got better. Then I went to the Harley Davidson Museum.
That's a bit of a drastic change from Whit Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I went to the Miller Brewery, which was I had a great time in Milwaukee. I'd go back to Milwaukee again tomorrow. But the guys at the Midwest Gaming, they run a top gaming convention, and the guys at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the only two I've been exposed, the only two in Australia, they are just so good. So looking forward to the guys at the Asian PopCon in November. And I'm trying to get an invite, and I'm working really hard. If you're in Stuttgart and you're watching this in Germany, you run a Comic-Con, and my friend wants me to go to Stuttgart in Germany, and I'd love to be there next November because I reckon we can meet lots of European fans.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In Germany. But I'd love to go to Atlanta as well. Atlanta does Atlanta does a parade down the street with all the everyone in Resident Evil gear.
In Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Wow.
How good would that be?
That'd be great.
I could probably go to that because Atlanta's not very far from me.
Well, that's at the same time this year. I'm down to film in that's when my filming time is. That's when I'm on set. I couldn't get there this year, but I'm really hoping Atlanta contact me for next year, and I'll be there with bells on, as we say in Australia. I'll be there at Barry. I would love to go to Atlanta and do the parade. Oh, it's one of my bucket lists. Before I get too bloody old and have to do it in a walking frame. And it's not going to work with Barry in a walking frame, mate. Or one of those little carts he goes along in. Barry's nearly 70.
Really?
Barry,
I wouldn't guess he's a day over 40.
Yeah, I'm nearly 70, so it's I'm trying to embrace it as much as I can.
It's all that Australian sunshine, man. It keeps you guys young.
I've just got out of the pool, so yeah. Look, I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me. I really thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate having you on.
And look, spread the word to the fans. Just tell them to look me up. Look up the first Barry.
Yeah, go ahead. Plug how they can reach you and get your merchandise.
I'm just an old guy, and I've just got Facebook. I'm really old. It's stuck in my waist. I got Facebook. Look for First Barry Burton Facebook page. You'll find me. You'll find me there. Message me. You message me, and I guarantee I will message you back within 24 hours.
True. He messaged me back in like 10 minutes.
Well, heck, honestly, you're the one that reached out to me. So
Yeah.
Go
message Barry.
Message me. Yeah, you go to First Barry Burton. Find me, message me, Greg V. Smith it is, I think, because there used to be another Greg Smith, so they made me Greg V. Smith. Message me, I will message you back. I don't care if you don't want to buy any merch. If you want to message me and say, "G'day, here you go," I go, "G'day from Barry Burton, and I'm doing well," I'll message you back straight away.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look, fans, message me. Come and message me. I'm on a few other things. I'm on a few other pages. You know what the best thing is? I'm doing a private tour. My wife and I are going on holidays this year. And we're going to Istanbul. Haven't found any fans in Istanbul. Any fans in Istanbul? Contact me. I found the Hellenic Resident Evil group, and we're meeting up with them in Athens because we're going from Istanbul now. We're meeting up with them in Athens. We're going to have dinner together. They've even bought a bottle for me. How good is that? To be invited into a dinner with fans from Resident Evil in Athens, Greece.
Oh wow, that's awesome! Yes.
Have a drink. How good is that?
You'll have to go hit up Santorini while you're over there.
What's that?
You'll have to go hit up the Santorini Islands while you're there.
Yeah, that's right. I want to do that. Just wait a second. Kill that. That might be better.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to be able to, but that's the best bit about it, meeting the fans and doing things, and the escape room was so much fun, and then dinner was even better, and just walk. To be honest, the first time we did Milwaukee, or the one time we done Milwaukee, Charlie and I are there, and we get dressed in our gear in our rooms, and we meet in the foyer of the room, and we go, okay, we're going to go across to the Milwaukee Midwest Gaming. And I'm the first time in 28 years I put on a vest with Barry Burton, with the gun and everything. First time, haven't done it since we did the shoot. Charlie's dressed up. I think he's dressed up a bit. He's a bit sick, so he dresses up as Chris and runs around the house. I think Charlie pretending he's Chris. Anyway, we won't tell everyone that. Anyway, we walked into the foyer of the conference, and I go to Charlie, I feel like a bit of a dick. Sorry, can I say that? A bit of a deal.
No, that's fine.
Because no one will recognise us. I go, who are these two old farts? Anyway, I go, who are these two old farts walking in here? Anyway, we walk in, and we got besieged. We couldn't get to the escalator. It took an hour for us to get to the escalator because fans just kept running up to us. And going, it's them. It's really them. They are here. And we were supposed to have signing for an hour, and 2.5 hours later, our line was stretching forever. It just made me feel so good. The fans make me feel good.
Congratulations, man.
Maybe I shouldn't feel, maybe I should make the fans feel good. The fans make me feel good. They make me feel happy. They make me feel just great.
I love that. That's what I love about you. That's what I love about you.
Feel great too.
That's what I love about you.
I can't thank them enough. Anyway, I better go. It's getting late here.
Yeah.
And and Barry's not an alcoholic. He does like a beer, and it's beer o'clock, so I better go.
Before Barry goes, so Barry's a beer man, not a bourbon man.
Oh, a bit of both.
What do you think? What do you think about our lovely? What do you think about our lovely and my personal favorite, our American Jack Daniels?
Oh, I love it. I just drank a bottle of Gentleman Gin. You know, they make a better the upmarket one is Gentleman Jim.
Yeah.
I just finished a bottle of Gentleman Jim.
Nice. Well,
and that's Jim Beam, is it? No,
Jim Beam. Yeah. That's.
Yeah, I switched from both to the other. I like either of them.
I'm a Tennessee whiskey man. I love me some Jack.
Okay, I don't understand the difference. Well, I just know that I like both of them.
One's really good with Coca-Cola.
One's Tennessee whiskey and one's bourbon, so I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I used to be a
I had a friend here from Indonesia visiting, and he was a Scotch on the Rocks man.
Yeah.
And I had a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Good stuff.
And he loved it on the rocks. And he was only here 4 days, and I lost a bottle of Maker's Mark. It's so nice too.
Well, we really appreciate you coming on. We know you got a busy day, and we thank you for all the wonderful childhood memories. We love you,
Absolutely,
Greg.
Yes.
I thank you guys so much.
And
thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for making me feel so welcome.
Absolutely.
Look up my page, First Barry Burton. Message me. I'll send you the stuff, what I've got, because it changes. Sometimes I have lots of stuff, sometimes I don't. Depends on the supplier, but I try and I try and give fans a pretty good deal.
Okay.
Because I don't just, if they buy one photo, I end up sending two. I can't help myself. And it's good fun. Anyway, guys.
Great guy.
Thank you. Bye.
I hope that's not Chris's blood. I hope that's not Chris's blood. This place is dangerous. Anyway, I'm going to go have a Jill sandwich.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today on this episode of the Biohazard Brothers podcast.
So is this live or what? Is this live?
No, it's not live. It's pre-recorded, and I'll edit it together. I'll let you know as soon as it's up.
Oh, good. Everyone wants to know if you can put it up on my page as well, because so many fans want to know about it.
Absolutely.
So I can put some people your way, because a lot of them sent me messages saying, how do I listen to it? Where do I listen to this? So send me when it's done, and I'll send the link out on my page.
Absolutely, we will. Wow. Hey, and thanks again for your time.
Okay, look, guys, if you know of anyone involved with Comic-Cons, tell them I'll come. Just invite me.
Absolutely.
Just invite me. If I'm free, I'll be there.
All righty.
All right.
Okay.
You take care of yourself now.
Yeah, take care. Thanks a lot,
so
guys.
much.
Really appreciate
Yeah,
your time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Biohazard Brothers podcast. Anybody that's interested in getting in touch with Greg Smith can do so at the First Barry Burton or Greg V. Smith on Facebook, and get in touch with him for any merchandise or just to say hey. We appreciate you tuning in, and we will catch you next week on the Biohazard Brothers podcast.
Biohazard Brothers podcast.